In early 2023, I visited Holden Beach, North Carolina for the first time. I had initially decided to visit Holden because of the exposure this location was receiving from the online shelling community in connection with dredging and renourishment projects that were stirring up shell and fossil beds nearby offshore. When ancient fossil beds are disturbed or uncovered, shells and other remnants can make their way to the surface, making such locations exciting spots for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Because of these factors, Holden Beach quickly became a beachcombing hotspot. On this first visit, I found lots of great shells and even encountered a super old fossilized Harduinia mortonis, more famously known as a sea biscuit. Ironically, on this trip, I didn't collect any sea biscuits, I guess because I just had no idea what they were at the time. In early April of this year, I had an opportunity to visit Holden Beach once again. This time, I knew I wanted to find more of the amazing shells that I encountered on my first visit, but I also wanted to create an opportunity to observe and find more sea biscuit fossils. And let me tell you, the shells and sea biscuits were literally rolling in. Good morning, y'all. Today is a special day. It's super early in the morning, and I'm currently driving back north to Maine from Florida. We're making a special stop today at Holden Beach, and yeah, it's gonna be super awesome. Haven't been there in a couple of years, and we're gonna go. Let's do it. Okay, we just parked. I'm currently at the pier, and there's only one other car here. It is Wednesday morning, and it's really early. It's currently 4:53 a.m. when I pulled in. So I've got my headlamp on, and we're ready to go. I will turn this on low. The primary draw here are sea biscuits. They are fossilized urchins from the Cretaceous period, so they are super, super old. There was some dredging here about 2 years ago, and that dredging project hit a fossilized bed of some sort, and since then all of these sea biscuits have been washing up on the beach, in addition to a whole bunch of shells, which we'll also be looking for today. And yeah, so I'm super excited, so let's dive into this. Again, we're here at dark, here super early, and we're gonna find some stuff. Let's go. Y'all, already, I literally just got here, and there's sea biscuits all over the ground. So, oh, that's not a sea biscuit, but that is one. And, oh, here we go. It's gonna be a good morning, y'all. Let's go. Another little broken one. Y'all, I'm not gonna grab any that are partial. I'm just gonna grab whole ones if I find them. I'm here early enough where I have a pretty good access to the beach here, and so yeah, so I'm going to utilize that advantage, so kind of cool. And yeah, let's keep going here. The tide is currently coming in, so it should be pushing some great stuff up. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, I think the Latin name for this is Harduinia mortona, if I'm correct. These are fossilized urchins from the Cretaceous period, again, and they were churned up by that dredging project a couple years ago. So these are super, super old, and people literally go crazy for them. And this beach has become internationally renowned for that over the past couple years, so we're going to continue to look. Again, I pretty much have the beach to myself this morning, which is surprising, considering how popular it is. But yeah. Yo, there's literally tons of them. Again, I'm not going to pick up every single one.
not gonna do that. I just want a few of them. The last time I was here a couple years ago, I didn't know what they were, and I found a couple of them. I regretfully did not keep any of them. So this time I'm gonna collect here with moderation, as I always try to do when I'm out shelling. So, but if I find some really cool shells, I will definitely be grabbing those as well too. Grab this before the tide comes in. Beautiful little spiny jewel box. There's a lot of shells here too, y'all. Oh, I'm excited. Maybe we'll find some whelks. Oh, I hope we can find some whelks. Let's keep looking. Oh, these are in perfect condition. There's more of these than there are shells. All right, y'all. I love sea biscuits as much as the next guy, but I am also here for these beautiful shells. This is a gorgeous knobbed whelk, and this is sitting up at the high tide rack line. I'll be putting that in my bag for sure. That is a gorgeous little knobbed whelk. Woo! Beautiful little lettered olive. This is cool. This is a tagulus shell. I believe a stout tagulus maybe. Really cool find. Ooh. Gorgeous Holden Beach. Holden Beach, y'all. This is the nicest little olive that I've found yet this morning. I found a tiny one, but this is gorgeous. Another shell that can't be found north of this area. Beautiful lettered olive. I don't know how I spotted this, but it's the tiniest little lightning whelk. Cool find. Y'all, look at this. It's a piece of a giant eastern murex. Man, if I found one of those this morning, you'd probably hear me scream. Maybe we can. Oh, another one. It's not totally whole, but I'll hang on to it. Top's a little broken off, but definitely. I believe this is actually a Kiner's whelk. I misnamed it, the other one, which is also the same species as a knobbed whelk. This is a Kiner's whelk, which is its own separate species, I believe, or it could be a subspecies. That's a Kiner's whelk. They're here, y'all. They're everywhere. Come and get your sea biscuits. Again, I'm only gonna keep a few of them, so. Beautiful, it's still dark. It's about 5:45 now, and sun will be coming up soon. Gotta grab it before the tide gets it. Yes, all right, now this is a knobbed whelk. So it's a little bit different. Hold on one sec. All right, got the knobbed whelk on my right, got the Kiner's whelk on my left. You notice there are some structural differences, variations. Both beautiful shells, and they're both going in my bag. Well, I found the Kiner's whelk already, but that's cool. Nice knobbed whelk there. A really cool find here, y'all. I'm not gonna keep it, but just because we're in North Carolina, this is a Florida fighting conch. And this is pretty much the northernmost extent of where they can be found. The currents offshore here in North Carolina, particularly the Gulf Stream, wash up shells some shells that you can find in Florida, like tulips, horse conchs, fighting conchs. So this is a very broken but beautiful Florida fighting conch. Back to nature. Alright, look at this, y'all. Oh, that would be cool to find one of those. That's an apple murex. That would be sweet. I could find one of those whole. Again, find a lot of these in Florida, but this is like the northernmost range, North Carolina, for these types of shells. So if you find a whole one, it's definitely cool. pretty nice one. I'm only picking these up if they're like in pristine condition. This one's got a little bit of a chip, but all in all, pretty good. Here, most of them like kind of look like this. But again, they are everywhere. So, kind of cool. Beautiful. Bittersweet. Yeah, sun's coming up. I'm not gonna keep this, but that's another cool shell that you can find here. Giant bittersweet. And yes, the sun is coming up. All right, I've walked down probably 2 miles from the pier, and I guess out in front of the water tower is where I'm turning around. So I'm gonna go back down the beach now that I can see it's light enough, and gonna see if I missed anything walking down here, which I'm sure I did. And then perhaps when I get back towards the front area by the pier, I will walk south from the pier, depending on what time it is. Parking is free up until 9 a.m. So we'll see. Beautiful morning here. Beautiful morning. I'm approaching the pier again here. I'm gonna walk a little bit past the pier and see if we can find anything down there. I'm not sure. Let's check. There's definitely more people on the beach right now, so competition's getting a little bit more steep, but we'll check it out. Just found a Florida prickly cockle. That's kind of cool for North Carolina, and of course it's a really interesting color, juxtaposed with the beautiful background here and the pier at Holden Beach. This is a beautiful bittersweet that I think I will hang on to, because it's quite pretty. That's nice. Most of the ones I've seen this morning have not been in good condition, so. Now, the last time I was here, a couple years ago, or I should say a year and a half ago, I only walked north on Holden Beach. This is the first time I'm going to attempt to walk south. So we'll see what we can find. Already, the drift looks really good here. A lot of bivalves and stuff. So we'll see if we can find anything cool. Let's go. Beautiful little minis here. These little olives are so cool. Look at that auger. Absolutely stunning. Good morning, world. Some little babies here. Okay. Nice. Yes, it is. Beautiful little channel whelk. Not a big one, but it's a tiny one. Nice find. Finding the little tinies here this morning. This is also whole. It's a nice little lightning whelk. Absolute stunner. Telling you, y'all, gotta have a really good eye. Another super tiny channel whelk. Almost too tiny, but still cool. Alright, y'all. I think I might close out my day with this beautiful find, which is a gorgeous little knobbed whelk. Oh, it's so pretty. That's like a juvenile, but it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. That's so nice. Okay.